In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple icon to use for your social media. So first what you want to do is have your source picture that you want to make into the icon open, which I have here, a panel of Sunspot from the X-Men. So the first thing that you do is select the person using the quick select tool, which is over here in Photoshop. So you want to put it on new selection up here, and it's pretty small right now, and you can increase the size up here, so I'll increase it to be bigger, and then just hold down while you select your person, or just click too, that works. And then to get those smaller details, you can decrease the size, and it's on add to selection right now up here. And then to zoom in, you can hit Control plus, and it's generally selected right now. And so you notice that we have some areas on here that we don't want in the icon, like this orange area here and like the panel borders. So to deselect, you just go up here and click on this button, which is subtract from selection, and then just click the stuff you don't want. And most of the time, it works pretty well. So down here, that looks pretty good. Some of this orange we don't want. Hair like this is kind of tricky to select, but you can also go in and just erase it yourself if you want. So yeah, I've got my person selected now. So what we're going to do now is go up here to the refine edge button so that the selection is like smoother than it would be if we just used it like it is. So just usually what I do here is just mess with the like options until it creates the effect that I want. I just noticed I didn't get his neck over here, and I go back and do that. That's good. All right, refine edge, and just mess with it until it looks the way you want it. And usually for like comic book characters or animated characters, shifting the edge like positively helps because you get some of that outline that's there. That looks pretty good. So we're gonna go with OK. And then you're gonna copy your selection by hitting Control C on your computer, or you can go up to Edit and click Copy. And then create a new layer down here with this button, and then hit Control V to paste it, or you can go up to here and click Paste. So now we've pasted him onto a new layer, and we can just delete this bottom layer down here, the source, because we don't need it anymore. So now he's here, he's cut out, and we're ready to keep making the icon. So the next part is to crop the picture so that it's a square, because for social media, most of icons are a square shape. So you're going to go up here and click 1 by 1 square and just adjust it to the way you want it. Crop it like so he's centered. That looks pretty good. And then hit enter to crop it. Looks like some of the panel borders are still there, so I'm gonna get those out. All right, so here he is. He's on the transparent. So now we can put stuff under him, like for the background. So the simplest thing to do is just put a solid color here. So let's pick color by, you go up here and click the square that's on top to get the color picker. Let's go with a nice blue. And then go over here for the paint bucket tool. And if you haven't already, create a new layer and then put it under your person. And then just use the paint bucket tool, click, boom. It's a color. It's pretty simple. So that's basically all you, if you just want that for your icon, like just the color, that's all you have to do. But if you want to kind of make it fancier, I'll keep going to, so I'll show you some things that you can do to spice it up and make it look nice. So the first thing you can do is you can put a stroke on your character. So what you do, and it's basically kind of like an outline. You might have seen people with icons like that, and there's two ways you can do this. So I'll show you this one. The way I like to do is you go onto your person, you right click it, and then you click blending options, and it pops up this screen here. So you go to stroke here and see it put a little outline on him. So you can pick what color. I'll do a lighter blue. There we go. And then you can adjust how thick you want it. Let's go, that looks good. And then click OK. And then you get this little effects panel under the layer, and you can click the I button to make it disappear like you want, or like in each individual one. So that's how you put a little outline on your icon. So another thing you can do is you can make a drop shadow on your icon. So what you can do is go back to that blending options screen and click all the way to the bottom, drop shadow. And it creates a little shadow behind your person. And you can adjust the angle with this wheel over here. So I'm gonna make it like kind of line up with the shadow from the original picture. And then you can also just adjust like distance is how far away it is. I don't really know what that does, but you just mess with the settings until you get it the way you want it. So yeah, that is another thing you can do. There he is with the shadow. Hit OK to save it. There you go. And then if I wanted to see him with the stroke and the drop shadow, I just click the I button on the stroke, and you can see that.